'Twas the night before mandatory gift exchange day, and all through the complex, nothing was stirring, not even a small furry-tailed mutant. It had been killed by a brave troubleshooter team on a mission. However, they were all traitors, and thus the mutant was not properly disposed of. A form has been sent to CPU to begin planning the creation of a disposal team for the mutant. Hail the computer. The automatic turrets were armed by the armed forces with care, in the hopes that evil commie leader Sant-R-KLS would come there. And all the citizens were sleeping a deep sleep in their beds, or else, while visions of hugbots danced around in their heads, and dockbots in their storage bays and scrubbots looking sublime had just set their bot brains for self-diagnostic downtime. When out in the corridor there arose such a clatter, citizens sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the doorway they saw what looked like a flash, as friend computer zapped them for breaking curfew, leaving only some ash. The wall lights reflected in the new fallen classified substance, gave the glow of midday cycle to objects below, when what to my forever watching eye should we see but a miniature sleighbot and 8 horned flying commies. With a feeble old driver, but deadly and quick, know all citizens that it must be Sant-R-KLS. More rapid than transbots his mutants they came, as he spoke propaganda and called them by name. On Dasher, on now Dancer, now Prancer, and Vixen. On classified, on classified, on classified, and classified. To the top of the complex, to the loyal citizens' homes, now fly, my commie beauties, up and over the domes. As dry tiles that before the malfunctioning fan fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. Onwards to the complex, so the lasers they flew, through the sleigh full of leaflets, and Sant-R-KLS too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each mutant hoof. He had survived the guns, wounded, but there he did stand, and down the access tube, error, Sant-R-KLS came with a bound. He was dressed all in classified, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all covered with ashes and soot. And there a bundle of leaflets he had flung down in a stack, and he looked like a commie, so turrets tugged at his back. His eyes they twinkled with malice, and his dimples how unhygienic. His cheeks bloated, and his nose pointed like a dockbot's needle. His drool in his little mouth was dripping down to the floor, and the beard of his chin was black as an infrared's door. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his mouth was a fire hazard as treasonous as anyone could see. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, that maniacal commie. He was chubby and plump, a right slob of a clone, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A blink of his eye and a twist of his head was the answer he gave as I shot him stone dead. He spoke not a word, but went straight to the floor, and emptied all his stockings as they fell by the door, and laying his fingers aside of the ground, and giving a nod, up the dome he travel record not found. He crawled to his sleighbot, and to his team gave a splutter, and away they all flew like the commie scum they are. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out the door, "Happy mandatory gift exchange day to all, and to all," as the tac nuke hit, and Sant-R-KLS was no more.